Supply Chain Troubles, read to you by Carol Brigham. Early in the pandemic, store shelves were empty. Paper towels, toilet paper, cleaning supplies, and other grocery items were sold out in most stores. People were nervous about the pandemic. They bought more than they needed. Companies could not make products fast enough. Stores put limits on how many of each item a person could buy. After a few months, people stopped panic buying. Companies started to catch up. Slowly, paper towels, toilet paper, and other goods reappeared on store shelves. Stores removed buying limits, but this was only temporary. Now, more than a year later, people are having trouble finding products again. New car lots are almost empty. Technology equipment, smartphones, and video game consoles are hard to find. Furniture, appliances, and building materials are out of stock. They take months to arrive when they are ordered. Food and other grocery items are hard to find or are more expensive. What is causing these shortages now? There are many reasons for these shortages now. Some of the reasons are still because of COVID-19. Others are because of power outages and pandemic rules in China. Still others are because of climate change and issues with raw materials. Each one of these reasons would not create big problems, but all of them together have made these shortages worldwide. Pandemic problems. When the pandemic started, people stayed at home. They changed how they spent money. They couldn't travel, go to the movies, or eat out in restaurants. They started buying more toys, games, and household items. They bought things to make their homes better for work and school. They did more projects around their houses. The demand for all these items increased. Companies had problems getting materials and workers. They tried to keep up with the increased demand, but they couldn't. The pandemic also created worker shortages. People can't work if they get COVID-19. Some parents have quit their jobs to stay home with their children. Companies have closed factories. They are not making as many products. Shipyards are closed or are working with less employees. There are container ships in the ocean that are waiting to be unloaded. There are fewer truck drivers to take the products from the shipyards to warehouses and stores. The trouble with China. The United States gets a lot of products from Chinese companies. U.S. companies also send fish and other food products to China to be processed, packed, and shipped back. China and the United States have dealt with the pandemic differently. China wants to have no cases of the virus. They closed shipyards, factories, and businesses anytime there was a case of COVID-19. They didn't make products or load ships. The U.S. didn't get products from China to put in stores. China is also having power outages. These power outages also make it hard for Chinese companies to make, pack, and ship products to other countries. They also stop Chinese shipyards from loading and unloading container ships in their ports. Climate change. Climate change is also causing supply problems. Droughts cause low harvests of durum wheat and pumpkins. Pasta is made from durum wheat. Less wheat means less pasta and higher prices in grocery stores. Pumpkins are made into canned pumpkin and pumpkin pie filling. During the holidays, Americans use pumpkin in many recipes. Stores may not have as much canned pumpkin as last year. Floods and wildfires have also affected crops across the country. Microchip shortages. One of the largest shortages in the news is microchips. These microchips are used for technology in cars, phones, video game consoles, and other devices. Companies get most of the microchips they use from China. During the pandemic, China could not make as many microchips. U.S. sanctions on China also made it harder for American companies to get Chinese microchips. U.S. car companies weren't selling any cars at the beginning of the pandemic. They canceled their microchip orders. Now they can't get them. Experts say U.S. car companies will make 1.5 to 5 million less cars this year. The cars they are making do not have all the technology. The new Xbox and PlayStation that came out in early 2021 are still hard to find. Microsoft and Sony have said they will be hard to find until 2022. Apple said they will make 10 million fewer iPhone 13s. It may be hard for people to get the new iPhone when they want it. Laptops, TVs, and other devices may also be hard to find. Experts say people should shop early for holiday gifts this year. How long will this last? With vaccines and medications for COVID-19, Americans are starting to go back to life. They are going back to work, seeing movies, and traveling again. But they are finding empty store shelves and long delivery times for orders. With several holidays in December, news reports say to shop early. Gifts and special holiday ingredients may be hard to find and will cost more. So how long will these shortages last? Experts say it depends on the products. Some items will be back on shelves by the beginning of 2022. Other products may take until 2023 to come back completely. Experts also say that if COVID-19 gets better, the shortages may end sooner. If there are more COVID-19 cases again this winter, the shortages may get worse. For more information about Easy English News, or to order our print or digital editions, visit our website, easyenglishnews.com.